Right now, I do want to get to some of the other big stories that we are covering at this hour as Pakistan is in a quote, open war with Afghanistan. That's according to the defense minister there, with fighting escalating into a very serious confrontation. Fox's Nate Foy is following all of the latest developments and joins us now live to discuss it. Nate, thank you so much for being here with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Josh.
Of course. And what are the latest developments? Because all of this has kind of been playing out here over the past several hours.
Yeah, you said it. It's an escalation. I wouldn't say this is anything new because this violent conflict has been ongoing. There was actually a ceasefire that was negotiated back in October by Qatar and Turkey. And in the absence of a longer-term deal between the Taliban and Pakistan, this is what we have been seeing. But this was a significant escalation overnight, with Pakistan launching airstrikes in several parts of Afghanistan, including the capital of Kabul. Pakistan has a significant military advantage. They've been using it, and their claim here, their reason for doing this, they're very frustrated that the Taliban, in their view, have not stopped militant attacks coming across their border. That's something that the Taliban denies, but the tension really has been simmering here. On X today, the defense minister for Pakistan said that the Taliban have turned Afghanistan into a colony of India. So this is something that has been building really ever since the Biden administration pulled out of Afghanistan and handed control of the country to the Taliban. The Taliban have grown closer with India, which of course is a rival of Pakistan. So this is ongoing. It's been happening for some time, but certainly an escalation with strikes going across the border both ways overnight.
And what about when you speak militarily? Who has the advantage of the two?
Oh, Pakistan has the advantage big time, not only in terms of troops, in which they have hundreds of thousands more than the Taliban, but the really big difference here is in air power, because Pakistan has fighter jets. They used those fighter jets over Kabul last night. The Taliban doesn't have any fighter jets. They just have a couple old helicopters. So the air battle is definitively in Pakistan's advantage. They have better technology. They have more manpower. They certainly have, they also have nuclear weapons. That's something that the Taliban don't have. So Pakistan, from a military perspective, has a massive advantage over the Taliban.
Have we heard anything from President Trump just yet? I know that there is the possibility, of course, that he maybe could get involved. He's talked a lot about wanting peace and calls himself the president of peace. So have we heard if he could potentially get involved?
So we haven't heard if he is planning on getting involved, but President Trump is the only person who could really make a big difference. That is the belief from the outside looking in on this conflict. And we heard in the State of the Union that President Trump once again claimed that he was responsible for brokering a ceasefire in May of last year between India and Pakistan. He said that he stopped a nuclear war, saved 35 million lives. India disputes President Trump's version of how peace was achieved, but President Trump claims that he played a big role in preventing that conflict. So we'll see if he is able to do something similar here in this conflict between Pakistan and the Taliban in Afghanistan.
All right, Nate Foy over at Fox News. As always, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
You got it. Thanks for having me.